Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to this news report. I am Jeremy Bilodo, a journalist, and this is Thomas Champagne, my colleague. We also have Louis-Jean Villeneuve, which is filming this news report. Today, we will interview Olivier Poirion, a scientist in bioinformatics at the Jackson Laboratory. His work is very interesting, and his institution may find solutions to cure diseases like Alzheimer, diabetes, and even cancer, which is very interesting.
He lives at Hawaii and do the entirety of his work online, close to the beautiful beach of Oahu. Now we will ask him a few questions on his work, ambition, work environment, etc.
So, how does your institution, so Jackson Laboratory, concretely contributes to improve human health?
Okay, so I'm Olivier Poirion. I'm a researcher at the Jackson Laboratory, and in the Jackson Laboratory, we are doing genomic research. And how can it contribute to human health? Is that we are trying to identify the genomic signatures of disease. For example, if we have patients with cancer or any other conditions such as Alzheimer or diabetes, we are trying to see if we can detect genomic signature, which are characteristics of patients with the disease, with contrast to patients without the disease.
What is your specific expertise in this field of research?
So my specialty is statistics and computer science. So why statistics? Because when we analyze this genomic data, we have a lot of features. So we need to use complex techniques such as machine learning or artificial intelligence to be able to extract meaningful features that are linked to because we cannot go through every of the features and see if this feature is linked to disease or not. So we have to use computer techniques and statistics. And also what I'm doing is I'm doing a lot of programming and scripting to implement algorithms and workflow that will process the data.
Do you think you have an important role in your institution? Explain.
So I think important is relative. I do have an advanced role, but I don't have like a director or manager role, which is very fine with me. I really like to focus on the research side. But I'm happy with my position because it's very specific, and you do need to have a lot of knowledge and skills to be able to fulfill that position. So I'm happy with that.
Are you happy with your current work environment? Why?
So yes, I'm happy in one side because I am in remote work. I'm fully remote, so I can work from home and be close to my family. So that aspect is very positive. But the downside is sometimes I feel lonely, and it would be great if I could interact directly with my colleagues rather than doing some remote meeting, even though I'm traveling multiple times during a year. So I have two sides. One side is being at home and close to my family, and the second side is that I need to travel to directly interact with my colleagues.
Are you satisfied with your contributions to human health researchers, and why?
As a scientist, we are expected to publish our research in scientific journals, and from that aspect, I published a lot of my research, so I'm happy with that aspect. Now, it's hard to know what will be the impact of this published research on the human health, because it's really down the line. So sometimes, as a researcher, we want our research to be directly applied, but we cannot measure of that. So that aspect is a little bit frustrating, but I'm really happy to have been able to publish a lot of articles.
Are some additional informations before concluding this news report. So first, just know that bioinformatics is a science that studies scientific problems by mixing the knowledge of biology and informatics. Also, Jackson Laboratory, the institute where Olivier Poirier works, is a biomedical research institute who has more than 3,000 employees, and it's known for its important contributions to biomedical researchers, including cancer genetics, and for having established the mouse as
To conclude, Olivier Poirier is in an excellent institution of research in which he is really optimistic to find some solution, but more in a couple of decades because, as he said, they are only in the first step of the process and there are a lot of steps to do.
We hope that you learned more about this subject and that you were interested by this interview. Goodbye and see you in the next one.